Hello everyone, in this tutorial series I will show you how to work with the authentication system in PHP. Authentication means here I will show something. For example, I will make a registration system first, and for example if a person go to register in this website, then an email will be sent to his email address. Then the person will check his email and click on the verification. So when his registration will be verified, he will then be able to log in this system. And if a person forget password, then he can go to the login page and then he will click on the forget password field and give his email, then a token will be sent to his email address. So following that token, following that hidden link, he will be able to reset his password again, and a person can log in into the dashboard, and then he can log out easily from the dashboard. So this is the basic authentication system I will show you, because this will be needed when I will go to create any project for you. You see that this is a page. This is actually all of the HTML codes mainly. There is no PHP code inside, but I just make the extension as PHP, nothing else. Okay, so this is actually the home page. This is, you see, it is the home page, and from here a person will be able to see all the registered users here. So if I want to put my list here as a user, then I will just go to registration, and this is a form. Here I will give the information: first name, last name, email, phone number, password, and then I will click on submit. When I will click on submit, then an email will be sent to my email address. Then I will just go there, and then I will click on that link. A link will be sent to my email, and I will click on that link, and then it will tell me that I am verified. After verification, I will just go to the login. If I just registered but not verified yet, then I will not be able to log in this system. And after login, it will take me to the dashboard. In the dashboard, I will just see my information. And if I forget, for example, I do not remember my password, so if I forget my password or information, then I will click on the forget password, then I will give my email and click on submit. Then a link will be sent to my email address again, and using that email I will get an access to a page, that is reset password page. And lastly, I will log out. If I am on the dashboard, I will log out from the system. And by default, when by default it will be shown home, registration, and login. These two will be only visible when I am in the logged in stage. Okay, and if a person is in the logged in, then these two options will not be shown. So let's start with the full process. Here are my PHP files. You see that this is the index.php, but actually there is no PHP code here. So the complete code is written in HTML, and there is forget password page. This is forget password page code link. This is login page code link. This is the dashboard. So every pages are coded, but here you see that there are some portions similar to all the pages. So for example, what I will start, I will just create here two new thing. One is header.php, a common portion for each page. I will take into another separate file. That is, for example, one is header.php and another one will be footer.php, because you see that in all the pages some things are same. This home, registration, login, dashboard, registration, that means this one is same in all pages, and in the footer there is a copyright information, and this is also separate, and in all the pages this is actually same. This text does not change, and also the menu or number, this one also does not change. So I am going to put it into a separate header file, and this one I will put it into a separate footer file. So this is the header.php. I am going to work from the index first. You see that up to this, up to the main, this one will be I am going to cut, and I am going to take it into my header.php file. And in the index, all the contents are here. So from here I am going to cut it and put it into my footer.php file. Now if I run the index.php, it will show error. error, actually not error, it will not show the menu and the style is completely broken. So in order to make it back, I will include those two files in the top, because I cut the header from the top, so it is into the header.php. So in this case, I am going to put php, and then I will call include once, and here it will be header.php. And similarly in the bottom I am going to put it is footer.php. okay, so like this I am going to make it organized, so like this. So this is the content of my home page. Now let's check it again, refresh, you see that it is back. Okay, so the code is very looks very nice now, very clean code it is showing here. So I will do the same thing for all other pages. For example, the dashboard page, here I am going to do one thing, that is I am going to copy this one, and in the dashboard, in this position I am going to cut it, and this is header.php, and this one will be my footer.php. so footer.php, let's check it. Okay, now this is my code for that dashboard. So let's check it in dashboard. Yes, it is working. After dashboard there is footer and header is okay. After dashboard, now I am going to the forget password. Okay, so in the forget password, this portion will be header.php, and this portion will be footer.php. so I am going to make it organized, so like this. Now if I go to the footer.php from here, yeah, forget password.php, yes, it is working. After forget password, I am going back to index, then login. Okay, so in the login I am going to do the same thing. So like this, then I am going to registration page and going to do the same thing here. This one will be footer.php. so like this, okay and okay. So all the tasks for all the pages are okay. Log out, I did not put any code here yet. So okay, everything should work now. And this is, I am going to close everything, and if you refresh, you see that everything is working. This is login, this is registration, this is home, etc. As this will be a user, you see that there is a first name, last name, email, phone, password. So I am going to create here a database for my project. So here I can give the name of the database, authentication PHP. Now I am going to make a collection. The collection I am going to make UTF MB4 Unicode CI. Okay, so here the authentication comes here. Now I am going to create a table for the user. So I am going to create users table, and what are the number of data here? First name, first one is ID, then first name, then last name 3, then email 4, then phone 5, password 6, and in the 7 I will use a token, and in the 8 I will make the user active or inactive. So total 8 fields will be here. So now I am going to create the fields. Ignore one, ignore all. Okay, so 8 fields. So first one is ID, then there will be first name, then there will be last name, then email, then phone, then password, then token, and then status. Status will be active or inactive. I am going to put it teeny integer. ID will be here, okay, but this ID field will be, for example, auto increment and primary, okay, and all other fields, for example, token, I am going to take it var character 100. The first name is 30, that is var character, last name is 30 var character, email is var character 150, phone number is var character, for example, 30, password is, for example, var character 100. So all are okay. Now I am going, if any field are nullable, actually there is no field that will be nullable except token. You can make the token nullable, but for now I am not going to make anyone nullable. Just click on the save. So this is the authentication.php. So users table is now here, okay. There is no user. I will work with the user system. So my database and table creation is completed. Here I will add another file, that is config.php. In this config file I will just write the code to include the to connect the MySQL with PHP. That code connection code I will write here. So PHP connection is this. I am going to write here. My database name is Authentication PHP, and my database password, there is no password, and everything should work now. So I will work including this config.php in all the cases.